Welcome to the Jersey Eats podcast, part of the USA Today Network, NorthJersey.com, and The Record. We're food reporters Matt Cortina and Kara VanDooijeweert, and today we're talking cheap eats.
Yes, we are. We are talking about in an era where prices are flying through the roof, where the gas is approaching $4 again. How can we turn the budget down and eat affordably without actually having to go to Wawa?
I mean, Wawa is a part of our everyday lives. I like going to Wawa, and it is cheap still, so...
There are better options. Although I will say,
Yes.
I was just in Iowa last week getting my barbecue judging certification, and before I went, I wanted to look up, obviously, what are the iconic dishes of the state. I do this whenever I travel to different states, different countries, obviously. And the big thing in Iowa is actually gas station food culture. They are home to a gas station called Casey's, which is the 5th biggest pizza chain in the entire country after Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's, and Little Caesars. They literally roll their dough in-house, make their dough, make the pizzas fresh to order in a gas station. It's insane. And the small pie is like $11. So,
And I lived in small town Nebraska for 6 months, and, Casey's is a thing.
And it's not,
unfortunately,
it's not bad.
It's
I will
not
say
bad.
the food is better than Wawa. And then there's also Quick Trip and Quick Start, two other gas stations that are quite good as well. And the gas station food scene there seems to be pretty good. It's not here. And that's why we're here to help. Also, the number one question that you guys send me actually doesn't have anything to do with food, because, this is a newer podcast. A lot of you just want to know if I like my co-host, Matt. You're like, how is that guy? Do you like that guy? Is he a cool guy? Seems like a cool guy. Yes, Matt is cool, and we've been friends for a really long time. We didn't just meet the first day that this podcast happened. So in case you were concerned that Matt wasn't a cool guy, or I didn't like Matt, no, we're friends. Me and Matt are friends and have been for a very long time.
I appreciate the healthy skepticism.
Yeah. But anyways, and you know what's also amazing is I bet he's gotten the question 0 times. Are you friends with Kara?
I've gotten similar iterations. Like, yeah, I like Kara. We get along.
We do get along.
I hope that through this podcast, our banter is friendly and casual enough that it seems like we're actual friends.
Do we seem like we don't like each other?
And this podcast isn't big enough where they're forcing the relationship because it's working so well.
No.
We're not there yet.
No, and next year Matt's coming to run a race with me. We're going to run 8 miles, and then we're going to Carla's for brunch in New Hope. So
yeah, we'll see if I like you after that.
Stay tuned for that. But anyways,
All right.
eats.
So we can eat cheap eats at a gas station, but we don't have to. So jump off from there. Where are we going?
Absolutely. So let's start with some of the ones you guys really love. A big performer on social media is Missy's Main Street Cafe in Rockaway. This is our horror movie themed brunch cafe, and don't let that be a gimmick, because it's not. Missy's does some really, really awesome things, like these crazy breakfast sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly stuffed French toast, the JB garlic smash, which is smashed tater tots covered in Taylor ham, Jersey barn fire black garlic hot sauce, all these things. And essentially it's just your elevated diner, so you're getting about diner prices, and diner prices before the eggs went up.
That's right. Like, we should maybe just spend 2 seconds calibrating what cheap is. I think it's relative to how much money you make, probably. But
it's also relative to the bang you're getting for the buck. And if say something's $30, but it's shareable amongst 3 people, that to me is still $10. I would say cheap eats is like $15 or less.
Yeah, and it certainly depends on what you're getting. But
just something where you walked away and for the value, or was that the best pizza in the world? I don't know, but for the value. You know, everyone says that.
It's like that old congressional definition of pornography. I know it when I see it.
Okay. Okay.
That's history. That's not lewd, it's history.
Yeah. Okay. One thing that is shareable amongst many people and got a lot of views on social media is Guzzo's Bakehouse in Haworth does a breakfast quotation mark charcuterie board. So it's not meat. But it's $38. But for $38, this is everything that you get. Mini croissants, house-made, bacon, sausage, French toast sticks, house-made, silver dollar pancakes, house-made, and various fruits. It feeds 3 to 4 people. It's huge. It's like a 2-foot-long charcuterie board.
Yeah, you're right. The shareable things there, I think, make it more of a bang for your buck.
They do a Dolce Vita one also. It's a little bit more. It's $40, and it's also for 4 people, and it's all their house-made pastries. It's super good. And we're actually tuned into North Jersey Eats soon. We're going to do a pancake, quote, charcuterie board on Wednesday which is going to be very fun. And then also, like, please, just ahead of time, I'm just going to tackle it ahead of time. Those of you who go in the comment section and say, that's not charcuterie. Charcuterie needs meats and cheeses. It's quotation mark charcuterie. It's a play on it. It's like when we make candy sushi. You pound out a Rice Krispie treat. Pound it out, cover it in a layer of fruit roll-ups, fill it with gummy worms, roll it up, and slice it like sushi. I almost said a word that was going to put explicit on it. I trucking know that is not Toro, that is not salmon belly. I know I'm not eating fish, but it looks like sushi. So I put it in quotation marks, and it's candy sushi. So please just don't go on there and be a comment warrior and be like, pancakes are charcuterie!
What's funny is that's the exact comment I was going to make after you were talking, because you could just call it a pancake board. You could just call it a breakfast board. You don't need to.
Yeah, but we need like a good like thesis statement that's going to pull 1 million views. You know, and be like breakfast board, boring.
Yeah, it works. It works. We all know what we're talking about. All right, what else? Where else can we eat on the cheap?
I got a request also recently for Balkan eats, and the Balkan region is like what are we looking at over there? Albania, the top of Turkey.
North Macedonia?
Of course. Montenegro. There's a lot of countries out
Serbia,
there. Bosnia.
And Herzegovina.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, we know geography.
Anyways, yeah. There's one. So the people that own Cafe Bubamara in Clifton are from Montenegro, but there's not a super big demand for just Montenegrin specific eats. So they do like various dishes from all the different Balkan countries. Okay, this place is very good. Cafe Bubamara, it was on my top 5 coffee shops list. Yeah, so everything's like $15 or less. Some of it's like $9. An individual burek, I think, is like $12. But they have one dish I absolutely love. It's called palatchinke. It's like a crepe dish, a Balkan crepe. So it's a normal crepe, like a soft, like French crepe. They either fill it ham and cheese or chicken mushroom cheese. They roll it up, bread the whole thing in panko breadcrumbs, deep fry it like a mozzarella stick, and then smother it in a house like tartar sauce and mozzarella cheese. It is so good. I think that's like $12 for 2 of them. They have a piroshka, which is a Balkan calzone. I think that thing's also like $12. Individual sized burek, which is like a puff pastry around. My favorite is spinach and cheese. And a glorious Turkish coffee service where they'll bring a mini like Turkish coffee pot to your table and various sugars and honeycomb, so you can kind of design your own cup at the table. But for cheap eats and Balkan food, like 2 in 1, that's the spot.
That's amazing. I love Turkish coffee too.
Oh yeah, it's the best coffee in the world. Yeah. And then I will also have my Armenians on the other side. Armenian coffee is the best in the world, or whoever. But like, guys, like
Greek coffee, great.
Yeah, Greek coffee, Armenian coffee, Yemeni coffee, Turkish coffee. It's all kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's great. Okay, so let's move on to another one that is great because it's over $20, but it easily feeds 2 people. Is Frank Anthony's has a 50-layer lasagna. And I actually went in with TJ, the manager, and we counted every layer just because you guys are like, oh, it's not actually 50, it's just a gimmick. No, it's 54.
Yeah, I mean, if you put a number on it, you have to back it up.
It's 54. It's 54 layered lasagna. It was a special they launched for the winter, but it's so popular, we're going to keep it through the spring. That could easily feed 2 to 3 people. So if you divide that up, you're like $13. So that was great.
What does that cost? What does the 54-layer lasagna cost?
26.
26. So that's roughly like
13. It's 50 cents a layer.
50 cents a layer.
Yeah. Okay. If you want something very fun, this is $9.99, and this is definitely 2 to 3 people. At the Roman Gourmet in Maplewood, or also Hillsborough, if you're down where Matt's from, they make pizza volcanoes, which are essentially like stromboli or calzones standing up. So they're like triangle ones filled with your sauce, your cheese, your meats, whatever topping. I like the buffalo chicken because it's fiery. It evokes lava, volcano, molten, like rip me a new asshole. I mean, you already said pornography, so we're going to get the E label at this point anyway, so it's fine. Super delicious. It's definitely not something you can finish on your own, but it's fun. I don't know. Bring your kids. It looks like science.
Pizza volcano is the opposite of a pizza cone. It's just coming out the top. Yeah.
Remember pizza cones? Coming out the top. Stop it. Today, he is bad. He's bad.
You're taking what I'm saying and you're making it lewd.
Okay. Hands down, best value in the entire state is Steve's Burgers. Bang for the buck. You're getting like a bacon massive cheeseburger for like $7.50. If you get a cheesesteak, it's $12, but that's with a fry and a drink. His portions are absolutely massive. Yes. And this man also donates more meals than anybody in the entire Bergen, North Jersey, anything, and has never once let that increase his prices. Recently, me and Steve were actually hanging out at Cafe Bubamara, and he said he would rather take the cut out of pocket than increase the prices. So, like, if you are still looking for cheap eats, like, this man has got you covered, and you're going to have a lot of fun. It's just a fun place to be.
That's amazing, and the types of businesses that we ought to support. This feels like a cheat, but, like, speaking of burgers, like, I'm always impressed when I go into, like, the Hiram's, the Rudd's Huts, the Hot Grills, just how cheap you can leave that place with a stomach very full of hot dogs and rice puddings and burgers.
Yeah, so shout out to our cheap staples. If we're talking about best bang for the buck that doesn't have anything to do with New Jersey, I need to plug this one. Let's just talk about Wawa for 1 second. Nowadays, when we go to an ice cream place in Jersey, the ice cream, some of them is like more expensive than what you're going to pay to get a meal. Like, I love Devil Dairy, but now I'm getting a medium, like 2 scoops, it's pushing $9. Like, that's a lot of money. Ice cream on Grand in Englewood charges like $7.90 for a single scoop. And they have a big sign at the top of the restaurant or the shop, and it says, "We are known for quality, not price." And I'm like, well, I mean, I guess they're owning it, but it's really hard to get cheap ice cream. If you go to Wawa, you can get the parfait, so they'll layer it like soft serve, like Carvel thickness. They layer it, ice cream topping, ice cream topping, ice cream topping, and you get to build it the way you want. So essentially, it's 3 layers of ice cream and 3 included toppings. You're not paying extra for toppings because that at Cold Stone is going to bring you to $23 for $5.09. This thing is 16 ounces. It is a pound of ice cream for $5.
Well, you could get that at the grocery store, which is basically what Wawa is.
It's really
right?
bad. The soft serve ice cream, like when it comes out fresh and you design your own topping and you get the caramel sauce on top, it drips down the side. Amazing.
I hear you. Ice cream prices have gotten a little bit outrageous. And I think it's because they push like towards the artisanal stuff, and you feel, and like you're going out, so like you're gonna pay those prices. And sometimes there are cool flavors, like Ow Wow Cow and Lambertville had like a matcha pineapple like chili flavor that was just, why are those 3 things working together? And so I will pay like $7.50 for it. And certainly like if you get like the vegan ice creams, you'll pay a little bit more for it. But as a note to the industry, please stop raising the prices on the ice creams.
Because you have some places that aren't raising the prices. So it's kind of like, who are you trying to fool?
Yeah.
Also, like, we're deep in this industry. I know what your cost of production is. Anyways.
It's the same thing with pizza, too. Like, pizza, every time you left New Jersey, like, pizza would be like $25 for a plain pie because they can. If they make something that's passable as New York style, they'll raise the prices that high because they know people will pay it. The cost of ingredients that go into pizza are not that much. And I know all the other costs, the labor costs, the building costs went up. But, like, give us a break, too. Yeah. We can't subsidize all of this.
Precisely. But, all right, so let's move on from that. Okay, I think Jersey sandwich shops across the board are a really good bang for the buck. Don's Sandwich Shop in Boonton, one that I plugged before, the sandwiches are super heavy. They're like over 2 pounds. And there might be one on the menu that's like $10.95. Otherwise, they hang at $7.95 to $9.95. Il Posto in Clifton does everything in-house, from the breads to the cutlets to roasted peppers. All of theirs are actually in the 7s. So they have the famous, like the Fiore style roast beef, mozzarella, but house beef, house choux, house mozzarella. It's $7.50, which is great.
A sandwich under $10, give that to me.
And you can get it every day of the week versus Fiore's. It's like, oh, you can have this on Thursday. And I'm like, okay. It's like weird gatekeeping. But anyways. One you guys might love. So I think we're all nervous about Red Lobster. Is Red Lobster on its deathbed? Is it the next Boston Market? Like, are its days numbered? The endless shrimp at Red Lobster. I don't know if they're still doing it, but that's probably dead at this point. Although there is one restaurateur in Edison His name is Homer Wu. And Homer Wu one day told me, he's like, it is my goal in life to be the next Red Lobster. And I'm like, that's a restaurant, not a person. But I get what you're going for. He said, I want to do endless shrimp. So you might not be able to get it at Red Lobster anymore, but on Monday nights for $29, they have all-you-can-eat endless shrimp at Wu's Fish House in Edison. And it's not just peel and eat shrimp on a plate. They have, like, the shrimp Alfredo pasta. They have, like, various shrimp, like, noodles and shrimp dumplings, whatever. There's so many different shrimp there. So you just, you get, like, a index card, and you can just check off the types of shrimp that you want. So if you're still looking to go create a mukbang video of you eating as much shrimp as you can, Wu's Fish House.
How much shrimp could you eat in one sitting?
There's no calories in shrimp, so, like, all of them.
This doesn't give me all the shrimp.
And that's why Red Lobster went bankrupt.
Yeah.
But anyways, if you only want to spend $30 on 3 courses of food, but not for you, for your dog, Stern and Bow in Closter has you covered. This is a video that got a lot of views for me last year. It's the Stern and Bow Wow brunch, or dog and bone brunch, or whatever the heck they call it. For $30, your dog will get treated to an appetizer of bone marrow, an entree of salmon, steak, or zucchini noodles with turkey meatballs, and a dessert of pumpkin pie. That's pup, P-U-K-I-N, pie. $30. You also get to take a picture with your dog in the photo booth. I don't know if that includes gratuity. I don't know if dogs tip, but yeah. So I feel like, honestly, that is good value. $30 for that type of treatment for you and your dog. It's better than taking your dog for a picture with the Easter Bunny.
There are people on the street who are hungry, and we're paying $30. I'm not holding it against the business owner.
Matt has read my comments section.
I'm not holding against the people who are making a business out of this. Good for them. I'm holding against the people who take their dogs for $30 meals. There are hungry people in the world. There are hungry people in New Jersey. I'm going to get off the soapbox.
I'll let you guys duke it out. Okay. Kayang in Montclair has really good deals. So that's a Thai spot. It's like Thai street noodles. It's by the Ani Ramen team. It's actually the mom of Luck, who owns Ani Ramen, the one who taught him to cook. So if you like Luck's cooking, you're really going to like his mom's cooking. They have, so at lunchtime, you can get the pad see ew, pad thai, pad ki mouse, all the various noodle dishes are only $12 for the chicken or vegetarian ones. I think you pay like $2 more if you want to do shrimp. But at dinner, it's also $14, and it's a massive portion. Like $14 for a pad thai in Montclair. I mean, I haven't seen anything cheaper, so that's definitely the cheapest option if you'd like Thai.
I wonder if there's some psychology with the prices, because you hear $12 and I'm like, that's a good deal. Like, I wonder if they've figured this out, that, like, that's the price point.
I always fit 9 or 12 or 14.
Yeah.
Like, to me, seems
or just cheap.
Some more Asian eats, bao dumplings in Fairlawn with a second location in Verona. An order of noodles, all of them are like $9 to $12. The order of dumplings, the soup dumplings I love, I recommend pork or pork and crab, are $8. And let's talk about Asian bakeries. Sweet Shansations, which is a spin-off of Shan Shan Noodle House, which you guys love, has all different breads and buns for like $2 a piece. No shelf life on those things because they're super fresh. So you're paying $2 to eat it immediately, but super good. That's how bakeries should be. Mm-hmm. Even if we think of back, like when I was little, I think you can go and get like a loaf of sourdough was like $6, or a roll is like $1.25. That's
another thing. Bread, man. Bread has just, there's this market by me, Stockton Market. They make wonderful bread, but I'm paying $15 for a freaking loaf. Come on, Stockton it's bread.
Yeah. But yes, that's not cheap eats. This is for a different one.
Should we do an overpriced eats at one point? Just make enemies.
Yeah.
Over the course of 20 minutes.
I just told them you're nice. That would be a mean example of us being mean. They already know I'm mean. Although they were nice to me last week. But yeah, you guys told me that I looked cute in the what was the last time we did? The spicy one. I was like, oh, this is like the first time they were ever nice to me. But anyways, okay. Hold My Knots in Hillsdale. That's a all garlic knot restaurant. Has 14 types of garlic knot sliders. You can get 3 of them, and they are reasonably sized. It's like the size of 3 smash burgers. It's $13. Yeah, they got a bacon, egg, and cheese, a chicken bacon ranch, chicken vaca parm, and then some classics like the meatball parms and things like that. Totally recommend. And then Also, I want to close out with a thing I'm going to relentlessly plug until the end of time. The giant garlic knot chicken vodka parma positano is $15 for like a 2-pound garlic knot with a house cutlet, house vodka sauce, house mozzarella, and it comes with a Caesar salad included at lunch too. So $15 for enough food to feed 2 people and a salad to make you feel better about it. So I'm just going to keep plugging that until you guys all go and everybody messages me on North Jersey Eats and says, thank you. That wasn't a gimmick. You were so right.
We won't stop until literally everyone has checked in with you personally that they've had the chicken vodka parm garlic knot.
People.
Yes. Until then, you could listen to this podcast wherever you find podcasts. Check out what we're doing at NorthJersey.com and follow us on Instagram at North Jersey Eats. For Garrett VanDooijeweert, I'm Matt Cortina.
Yes, and remember, Jersey has the best food. So even if you hate cheap bar pies, cheap garlic knots, there's still a tavern hidden behind 2 duplexes in a residential neighborhood serving it better than anywhere else. We'll see you next week.
See ya.